Last week I ventured out to what I consider one of the most beautiful areas in England. Although there are many, of course, but this place stole a piece of my heart 2 years ago, when I only just began exploring English countryside. The majestic rolling hills of Peak District, a place where I made my first memories of my first ever long road trip, a place where I nearly got lost while wandering the most beautiful hills covered in purple heather, under a rare golden sunshine that was disappearing too fast on a late summer evening. A place where I, for the first time, finally discovered my love for nature, for the slow and peaceful life I've continued building over these past 2 years. Life changed quite a bit since then, and I feel anxious and excited thinking how much it can change in the years to come. This time I visited Peak District with a purpose. I remember walking through a beautiful heather-covered path 2 years ago and seeing tiny blueberries on green bushes, dotted amongst the purple of heather, which I only now realized were bilberries. Or huckleberries, whortleberries, or simply wild blueberries, depending on where you come from. They are from the same family as the regular cultivated blueberries, though they are smaller and more intense in flavor. I remember eating them as a child. They grew in the forested areas in the country I was born in, and picking them on a rare occasion with family was an activity that imprinted strongly in my memory. I was always a city person, and moments like these were most special ones, even if back then I didn't fully understand it. What I find so incredible is that nature keeps providing us with wild, seasonal foods which are available for anyone to pick. In the world where everything is so readily available to purchase from the supermarkets all year long, there is something so special in being able to find and harvest your own food, whether by growing it in your garden or foraging for it in nature. Yet so many of us walk past without giving it any thought, which is understandable, of course. I feel like we are constantly made to believe that anything that grows in the wilderness is meant to be dangerous for us, and I myself had these misconceptions. Of course, I would not suggest collecting plants for food unless you are fully sure that they are safe to eat, and there are many books, resources, and knowledgeable people to seek advice from. I made a bilberry cake with berries I foraged in Peak District. It's my birthday this week, and I spent a lot of time reflecting on my life and past decisions. The month before my birthday is always the most difficult one. I often feel a bit more reflective and emotional in July. I turned 29 on Saturday, the last year of my 20s, and years ago I tried to imagine what my life would look like by now. If I'm completely honest, it's not even close to where I imagined myself to be. Or shall I say, it's completely different. I haven't reached the career goals I had in my 20s, haven't bought a house yet, haven't made it in a conventional, successful with lots of money type of way. But I question this daily. Does straying from the original plan make me less successful? I changed careers multiple times in the past decade, changed my goals and ambitions and even ideas of who I actually want to be as a human being. This week, as I enter the last year of this decade, I feel like I'm starting again with a clean slate. My mind is open to change and possibilities, and my heart is full of love for what I've managed to build up until now. What my naive, young and inexperienced 20-something-year-old self cultivated through these years that led me to this moment today, even if completely different to anything I could ever imagine. I was always afraid of getting older, afraid of time running so fast, so mercilessly, slipping through my fingers like sand. But today I feel a little excited for the next chapter, for the life that is ahead. Perhaps our 20s are meant for mistakes, for silly decisions, for life-building, life-altering, and even life-breaking choices, which eventually will all intertwine and merge into most wonderful and strongest version of self. No matter where life takes me, which goals I achieve or toss away into the wind, whether I run through the streets of a big, loud, busy city or daydream blissfully in the quiet of a tiny cottage garden under the faint August sun, all I want is to always stay true to that curious, hopeless romantic self, seeking tiny moments of beauty in life. No matter who I become, this curiosity, seeing the nuance, will always be my superpower. Thank you for spending your time today with me. I will see you again next week.